Hi, Julinha.
Hi, teacher. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm okay, thank you. Hey, Pedro is coming too. How nice. That's
Hi,
really good.
teacher.
Hi, Pedro. Good afternoon. How's it going?
Good morning. I'm fine, and you?
I'm fine too. I saw you left the group. I didn't understand what happened. Did you buy a new cell phone? Do you have
Não, teacher. Eu não saí do grupo, não.
Oh, okay. Because I received a message saying that you were not there, and so I thought, oh, maybe he
A senhora deve
got.
ter enviado pro número antigo meu, teacher.
Sorry.
A senhora deve ter enviado pro número antigo meu.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, probably. That's true, Pedro. Let me. Yeah, let me save the picture I just took here. Just a second. So, how was your weekend, Pedro, Julinha? What did you do?
It's good.
Yes, did you stay home?
Yeah.
Teacher,
Great. Yes, Julinha, tell me.
eu vou deixar o meu microfone desligado, porque eu tô com o nariz ruim, tá vendo?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Sei lá, eu acho que é a rinite, porque eu tô espirrando muito,
Uh-huh. That's
tá bom?
okay. No problem, Julinha. Don't worry. I super understand because I also have the same problem sometimes. You know that. So it's okay. Don't worry. We share the same problem. All right. So let's start our review. Today, guys, is the second day of review. So we are preparing for our test next class. When is it going to be? On Tuesday, next week, not this week. Why not, you may ask? Oh, because on Thursday, it's a holiday. Did you know that?
Não vai ter aula, teacher, nessa quinta?
No. No class this Thursday. It's a holiday. Woohoo!
Eu não sei qual é o feriado, não, teacher. Você falava que era feriado, né?
Yes, it's Corpus Christi. Corpus
My
Christi, yeah.
goodness.
This year, it will be on June 3rd. So June 3rd is Thursday. Yes, exactly, June 3rd. Okay. So it's really nice, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
It's nice to have a holiday. All right. We should have more. Okay, guys. So today we are doing the review of Unit 7, 8, and 9. We will start by doing page 63. Life is dangerous. Ooh. Okay. But we are also going to practice a little bit more to study for our test next week. I posted some images here to help you study. Actually, these pictures, they are from parts of the lesson. So Unit 7, Unit 8, Unit 9, and here we have a little something about past continuous, okay? Let me ask you one important question. Did you do the homework I posted last week? Do you remember? Do you remember? Did you read? Did you do that homework? Let me take you there. Let's see.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Really, Pedro? Oh, look. The homework posted here is due June 1st. Yes, can you see that? So I posted for you online practice, Unit 9, class and student videos, and I posted here Units 7, 8, 9, online practice update. So here we had something to just to help you understand the topics we discussed last week. Okay, but the homework was only that, only the platform. Okay, so try to do this week because it will help you study for your test. The test is Tuesday. Okay, so you have 1 week to study for your test. Okay, so let's go there. So let's go here. Look. All right, can you see that? Okay, so look, June 1st, unit 7 to 9, page 63. That's the review. We are going to do the text and then we will do some activities, all right? So if you have your books, open your books to page 63, please. Let's go there.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, here we are. Can you see that? Can you see the page? All right, so look at the picture. So let's check out the picture here. What do you think will happen next? In your opinion, what do you think will happen next? Here.
Basket.
Mhm. Yes, they are playing basketball. Good, Pedro. Yes, they're playing basketball. That's right. Now, what do you think will happen next after this accident here?
Quebrou o braço.
Oh, probably, yes. Probably this guy here will hurt his arm. Okay, yes, seems to be. Look at the position of his arm. Really very bad position. Okay, so we should take a look at the text. The title is Life is Dangerous. Here they say indoors or outdoors. So what do you understand by indoors?
Outdoors significa a porta de fora. Indoors significa a porta de dentro.
Yes, more or less. Yes, indoors is the same as inside your house or inside your building, your apartment. So in a closed area. For example, here they are playing basketball in a kind of stadium, all right? So this stadium here is closed. So this is indoor basketball, kind of, right? Because it's inside a stadium or a gym center, okay? Outdoors is when we do something outside our house or our apartment and out of a building, right? Not inside a gym center, not inside anything, outside. So let's see some activities that we do outside, okay? Um, Cycling is an activity that we usually do outside. Another one, running. Usually we go running in the park. So if we go running in the park, this is something we do outdoors. It's considered outdoors. Okay. So let's put some outdoor activities, okay? Look. So if we go to the park, it's usually outdoors, right? Another place that is outdoors, the beach. The beach is outdoors, okay? Let's see another place. A garden. If you go to a garden, it's usually outdoors. Um, a square, a square is outdoors. Okay, so everything you do in these places, you do outdoors. Okay, now let's see the things we do indoors. Okay, the places, not the things, but the places that we consider indoors. All right, so let's put here. So at home, if you are at home, you are usually indoors. Okay, so now for example, I am indoors. Okay, because I am inside. I'm at home and I'm not outside, I'm inside. So at home, at the gym, this is indoors. Okay, um, let's see some other things, some other places we can go and do some things. For example, a stadium. Let's see. Or a gym center is also indoors. Okay, where you have different courts inside. Okay, Pedro. Okay, Jolinha. Okay, Annalise. So do you
Okay,
know the
teacher.
difference now of
Ok.
indoors? Sometimes we can have a swimming pool indoors, right? So we say it's an indoor swimming pool.
É
When,
a polícia, teacher?
sorry,
É a polícia aí?
no, no, no. This is the ambulance. It's the
Ah,
ambulance. Yes, because there is a hospital near here. That's why. Yes, you see, you can hear from a distance. It's a siren from an ambulance. Yeah, unfortunately, Pedro, because um, all the time there is an ambulance going up the street to the hospital. So it means that somebody is not okay. So I feel a little sad when I hear the siren of the ambulance. It's very bad. But unfortunately, nowadays, a lot of people are getting sick, and so okay, guys, sorry about the noise. So you know the difference now, okay? Indoors, outdoors, right? So where do you usually like to practice sports or play games? Do you like to play games indoors or outdoors? Where do you usually like to play games, Pedro? Indoors or outdoors?
hum, indoor.
Yeah, you prefer indoors. Oh, really? Okay, that's nice. All right, so let's clear this. What about you, Annalise? Do you prefer indoors or outdoors?
I prefer outdoors.
You prefer outdoors. Oh, that's nice, Julia. Very good. That's nice. What about you, Annalise? Which one do you prefer, indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
Outdoors too. Okay.
Yeah.
I like both. I like indoors and outdoors.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Very nice. So here we have life is dangerous. That's the topic. Indoors or outdoors. We are going to read the text and see why they want to say that life is dangerous. And here we have how many injuries did Don Walton get last year? We're going to read the article to find out. So they're going to talk about an athlete called Don Walton. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was red. So let's change the color. Okay. All right. So they want to know how many injuries. Second, why did they stop playing contact sports at his high school? What happened? Why did they stop playing contact sports? So what are contact sports? Do you know? What are contact sports? So contact sports are sports that you unfortunately have to touch the other person somehow. Basketball is a contact sport. American football is a contact sport. So these contact sports, they sometimes provoke a lot of injuries because you hit the other person accidentally, the other person trips and falls. So here they are saying that at his high school, they stopped playing contact sports. Why? Number three, how many sports injuries are there every year in US high schools? That's a good question. That's how many, right? So, in average, how many injuries in US high schools? Then, number four, what was Don doing when he decided to make coffee? Just that, a simple thing. Make coffee. Simple. Again, we're talking about Don. Okay, probably the same guy. Number five, what happened while he was walking back to his computer after he made his coffee? What happened while he was on the way back to his computer? And number six, what does Hannah Newton think the statistics mean? What is her opinion on the statistics? All right, so let's check out the text and try to answer some questions. Okay, so let's see here. Yes, there is an audio. So let's get the audio. Yes, so we can read and listen, okay, at the same time. So just a second, I'll get the audio for us.
Life is indoors or outdoors.
Don Walton is a very good high school basketball player, but he isn't going to play his favorite sport this year. I love the game, but I keep getting injured, he says. Last year, I got a lot of injuries when I was playing. I broke my finger, I cut my head, and I sprained my ankle. I decided to stop. From now on, I'm going to play sports only on a computer. Don wasn't the only one who had a sports accident at school last year. There are 2 million sports injuries every year in U.S. high schools. Are school sports getting too dangerous? The principal at Don's high school thinks so. In fact, they no longer play contact sports at the school. Liz Gibson is the principal who made the decision. We stopped playing contact sports like football and basketball because there were just too many injuries last year, she says. But is it safer to not play sports and stay indoors at home? You might be surprised to find out that injuries involving computers and other electronic equipment have increased dramatically in recent years. Most of them occurred at home. Ex-basketball player Don Walton was one of the victims. One night, he was playing a computer game and he decided to make some coffee. As he was walking back to his desk, he tripped over the cord that connects his computer to the wall. The computer fell off his desk and landed on his foot. The coffee spilled on his hand and arm. He broke 2 toes and he burned his hand and arm. The statistics are very confusing. More accidents at home, fewer accidents outdoors. What does it all mean? We asked analyst Hannah Newton. What do these numbers tell us? They tell us this. People are spending too much time on their computers and not enough time outdoors, she says. And teenagers are playing too many computer games and they aren't playing enough sports outside.
Okay, guys, I will play that one more time because in the beginning, when I put the audio, it was mixed up with the voice of this lady. Did you see that? And it was confusing to understand the beginning of the reading. Okay, so you may have missed something. So let me try to play now so you can see. Can you visualize the page first thing? Yes. Can you see the reading
Yes.
text? Okay, good. So now let me try to get the audio again. I mean, the audio is already here. I will just play that for you, okay?
Page 63. Reading. Life is dangerous, indoors or outdoors.
Don Walton is a very good high school basketball player, but he isn't going to play his favorite sport this year. I love the game, but I keep getting injured, he says. Last year, I got a lot of injuries when I was playing. I broke my finger, I cut my head, and I sprained my ankle. I decided to stop. From now on, I'm going to play sports only on a computer. Don wasn't the only one who had a sports accident at school last year. There are 2 million sports injuries every year in U.S. high schools. Are school sports getting too dangerous? The principal at Don's high school thinks so. In fact, they no longer play contact sports at the school. Liz Gibson is the principal who made the decision. We stopped playing contact sports like football and basketball because there were just too many injuries last year, she says. But is it safer to not play sports and stay indoors at home? You might be surprised to find out that injuries involving computers and other electronic equipment have increased dramatically in recent years. Most of them occurred at home. Ex-basketball player Don Walton was one of the victims. One night, he was playing a computer game and he decided to make some coffee. As he was walking back to his desk, he tripped over the cord that connects his computer to the wall. The computer fell off his desk and landed on his foot. The coffee spilled on his hand and arm. He broke 2 toes and he burned his hand and arm. The statistics are very confusing. More accidents at home, fewer accidents outdoors. What does it all mean? We asked analyst Hannah Newton. What do these numbers tell us? They tell us this. People are spending too much time on their computers and not enough time outdoors, she says. And teenagers are playing too many computer games and they aren't playing enough sports outside.
Okay, guys, great. So could you listen better now? Yes, was the audio okay?
Yes, yes.
All right, okay, thank you. So let's see the questions that we have there. First question, how many injuries did Don Walton get last year? So let's see the text here. So do you remember when he starts saying here, I love the game, but I keep getting injured? Then how many injuries did he have? Okay, let me highlight that. It says here, I broke my finger, I cut my head, and I sprained my ankle. 3 injuries. Okay, guys, can you all see that? Good. So then, after all these injuries, he decided to stop. Okay, he didn't want to keep on getting hurt all the time. So that adds up to 3 injuries. Okay, only last year, in 1 year, that's a big number for an athlete. So we are going to complete there with the number 3. Okay, number 2. Why did they stop playing contact sport at his high school? Actually, here, the question is wrong. Why did he stop playing contact sports? I think that's the best way to ask, because it's not something that, here, look, let's see here. I see there is a paragraph talking about it. Look, Liz Gibson is the principal who made the decision. Look, we stopped playing contact sports like football and basketball because there were just too many injuries last year, she says. So the school actually decided to stop. Okay, I thought it was only the athlete, but no, it was not only him, it was the school, really. And in this case, for the high school students. All right, here they say, look, the principal at Don's high school thinks so, that school sports are getting too dangerous. She says, in fact, they no longer play contact sports at the school. Okay, so the question is correct. Why did they stop playing contact sports at his high school? What's the reason for that? When the principal said, okay, guys, no more football, no more basketball. What was the reason for that? Because they lost? Okay, very good. Because there were too many injuries last year. Great. So let's highlight that. Look, because there were just too many injuries last year. So a lot of students got hurt last year, okay? So here in number 2, you can put because there were just too many injuries last year. Okay. Then they decided to stop. Okay. Number 3, how many sports injuries are there every year in US high schools? Do you remember that one? Look, in the second paragraph, when they say Don wasn't the only one who had a sports accident at school last year. There are 2 million sports injuries every year in US high schools. So that's quite a lot. So here, let's highlight the answer to the question. So here, look. 2 million sports injuries. That's too much, right? My goodness. How can they? Wow. It's too many kids getting hurt. So we're going to put there question number 3. We're going to write. There are over, I think it's more than that, right? 2 million sports injuries. Okay. Okay, guys, we got it. So there are over 2 million sports injuries. That's too much, really. Yes, here they don't really say there are over 2 million sports injuries, but it's okay if you want to leave it this way. If not, you can just eliminate the word over and just say there are 2 million sports injuries and just make it exact, okay? That's okay too. I was just checking there. Look, there are 2 million sports injuries every year in US high schools. Okay, so let's keep it this way. Now, number 4, what was Don doing when he decided to make coffee? Who knows that? This is the second part. Yes. So it's right here. They start here. Ex-basketball player Don Walton was one of the victims. One night, he was playing a computer game when he decided to make some coffee. So what was he doing when he decided to make some coffee? Yes, great. He was playing a computer game. All right. So he was there having fun, playing a computer game at home, everything quiet. Then he decided to make some coffee. Nothing wrong with that. But as he was walking back to his desk, he tripped over the cord that connects his computer to the wall. That was the problem. Okay, so the answer is he was playing a computer game. Okay, so let's answer that. Okay. All right, people. I hope everybody got it right. Okay. So he was playing a computer game. This is what he was doing. Now, number 5. What happened while he was walking back to his computer? Yes, when he was coming back to his computer, what happened? Here we have the answer. As he was walking back to his desk, what happened? Tripped over the cord that connects his computer to the wall. The computer fell off his desk and landed on his foot. Ouch. The coffee, of course, spilled on his hand and arm. He broke 2 toes and he burned his hand and arm. So the basic answer is he tripped over the cord. Okay. Very good. So let's write it down. Okay. What does Hannah Newton think the statistics mean? So let's see here. What does Hannah Newton? Let's go back to the text. Look, here we have, so she says, the statistics are very confusing. More accidents at home, fewer accidents outdoors. What does it all mean? We asked analyst Hannah Newton, what do these numbers tell us? They tell us this: people are spending too much time on their computer and not enough time outdoors. Teenagers are playing too many computer games and they aren't playing enough sports outside. So that's what the numbers mean, because now, according to statistics, there are more injuries indoors than outdoors. I mean, people at home are having more accidents than people playing sports. So, what is the conclusion? She's saying there people are spending too much time on their computers and not enough time outdoors. Now, guys, of course, when this book was made and they chose this text, there was no pandemic, right? Now, after the pandemic, of course, people are spending more time on their computers, right? And not enough time outdoors. That's logical. We are avoiding social interaction. We are just contacting people we know via internet or messaging or text messages, social networks, but we are not meeting people face to face. At least we shouldn't be. Okay. So now we can't really agree with her, right? Even though, yes, there are more people at home now, but because of a good cause, for a good reason. Okay. So let's write the answers here. What does Hannah Newton think the statistics mean? So here we have the answer. Let's write it down. people are spending too much time on their computers and not enough time in outdoors. Yes, this is when this book was made, and people didn't have a strong reason to stay home, but still people did. So it has already been a like a trend, right? Becoming more common as time goes by. Since the pandemic started, of course, this trend exploded. More people now are spending more time on their computers naturally, but even before the pandemic, um, a lot of people were doing this. They were choosing to stay more indoors than outdoors for maybe many different reasons, right? The world became more violent in many different ways. There was terrorism in the United States, shootings. Here in Brazil, more violence. There was a lot of violence here in Rio before the pandemic. So naturally, we were avoiding going outdoors and spending time outdoors. So then when the pandemic came, it was just something natural to continue indoors. Okay. All right, guys. So can you see all the answers? Yes. So the first one, how many injuries? 3. Why did they stop playing? Because there were too many injuries. How many sports injuries are there? 2 million. What was Don doing when he decided to make coffee? He was playing a computer game. What happened while he was walking back to his computer? Oh, he tripped over the cord. And what does Hannah Newton think the statistics mean? People were spending too much time on their computers and not enough time outdoors. Okie dokie. So let me save the answers here. Yes? Did you get your answers right? Yes, guys. Good. Very good. So let me zoom out and clear my annotations. Okay. So we are done with this page here. And this text actually reviews some topics from Unit 7, 8, and 9 that we will see now. Okay. So let's take a look at our page on Google Classroom. Let's go there. Can you see that, guys? Yes? Okay. So here, look, we have the topics from Unit 7, 8, and 9. And today, I will go backwards. I will start reviewing Unit 9 and then go back. Because last class, I think we reviewed Unit 7 and 8. Okay, but let's take a look at Unit 9 first. Do you remember the topics from Unit 9? Yes? Can you see this image here on the screen? Okay, so here we have the past continuous. So that was the main focus of Unit 9. We learned how to use the past continuous tense when we describe what happened, right? So we use this verb tense mostly to describe what happened in the past. If somebody asks you, hey, what happened? You hurt your knee or you hurt your arm. what happened? Then when you explain, it's natural to use sentences in the past continuous because you're going to say what you were doing when you hurt your arm. Okay? So look, the first one. What happened to you? Oh, I hurt my knee while I was jogging in the park. Okay? So do you all remember the meaning of the word while? Yes, Julia. What's the meaning of the word while? Can you tell
Yes,
us?
teacher.
Mhm. What does this word mean? While.
Ah, é, é tipo, I hurt my knee. É como se fosse because ou não?
No, no, it's not because. While
Ah,
is the same as enquanto in
ah,
Portuguese. Okay? So, like this. Okay, guys? So, while I was jogging in the park, I hurt my knee. Or I can also say, I hurt my knee while I was jogging in the park. Okay? So he was there jogging and then suddenly he hurt his knee. So what was he doing when he hurt his knee? Oh, he was jogging in the park. Okay, guys. All right, Julian, do you understand now?
yes, teacher.
Yes, good. So the next one, look, while I was driving to the hospital, I had a car accident. Oh my God. He was driving to the hospital and then look what happened. He had a car accident. So two accidents in one day. Okay. Very unlucky. Now, another situation, you can also ask someone how something happened, right? If you want to know the details of what happened, you can say, how did it happen? Okay. Suppose your, I don't know, your best friend tells you, hey, I got COVID. You go, really? How did it happen? What did you do to get COVID? Did you go out? Did you go to a meeting? Did you meet friends? How did it happen? So it's a natural question, okay, when we want to know how something happened. So here we have this question, how did it happen? One person says, oh, I was playing soccer when I ran into another player. I was playing soccer when I ran into another player. So look what was happening. He was doing what? Playing soccer. And then what happened while he was playing soccer? Oh, he ran into another player. So he accidentally hit another player and then he fell. Okay. The next one. I was learning to windsurf when I crashed into someone. So while he was learning to windsurf, he crashed into someone. Okay? So we usually have, when we describe how something happened, we usually have a longer action and then a short action. The longer action is always in the past continuous. The short action is always in the simple past. Okay, look here. We also have the same thing. Look, I hurt my knee. This was the short action. What was the long action? Oh, I was jogging in the park. That was the long action, okay? In the second one, they start the sentence using the long action. It's okay. The person says, oh, while I was driving to the hospital, I had a car accident. So then you can start with the long action and then you can put the short. Or if you start with the short, the second one will be the long answer, the long sentence. Okay? So here we have to understand that we have short and long actions. Okay? When we say what happened, we usually use a short sentence or a short action and a long action. We describe them. Okay? So for example, I hurt my back while I was carrying the heavy table. So suppose yesterday I decided to carry a heavy table, very heavy. And I thought I was able to do it. I was okay with that. And I said, oh, don't worry, I will carry the heavy table. But what happened? I hurt my back. So now, if somebody asks me, hey, Simone, what's wrong with you? Does your back hurt? And I say, oh, yeah, it hurts a lot. What happened? How did it happen? And then I say, oh, I hurt my back while I was carrying the heavy table yesterday from the living room to the office, to the study room. So I hurt my back yesterday while I was carrying the heavy table from the living room to the study room. All right. So that's the reason why this is how it happened. Okay. So which sentence here is the short action? Which one in my example is the short action? Julinha.
Yeah, teacher.
Okay, in the example that I gave here, I hurt my back while I was carrying the heavy table. Which action here is short? Which one is the short action?
Uh, hurt.
Yes, very good. This is the short action. Which one here is the long action?
Carry.
Yes, very good. So let's put here was carrying.
Carry.
So this is the way I express a long action happening in the past. So here I will underline long here in yellow, okay? And in red, I will underline the short one, okay? So in my example, I hurt my back while I was carrying the heavy table yesterday. Okay, like here, for example, while I was driving to the hospital, I had a car accident. Which one here is the short action?
Um, short action em qual
In this
frase?
here, this one.
Ahn,
While I was
had
driving, very nice. While I was driving to the hospital, I had a car accident. So the short action is I had a car accident. Which one is the long action?
was driving.
Very good. It's this one here. Okay. Let's see the ones here. I was playing soccer when I ran into another player. So which one is the short action?
Ran
Mhm. Okay, and which one is the long action?
was playing.
Yes, very good. All right, people. Good. So let me save this. Okay. Can I clear? Yes. The same thing happens here. I hurt my knee while I was jogging. I hurt my knee is the short action. While I was jogging is the long action. The last one. I was learning to windsurf when I crashed into someone. The short action, I crashed into someone. This is something that happens fast, right? The long action is I was learning to windsurf. That was the long action. Okay, people. So if you want, you can take a picture. Good. Let me clear my drawings. And now let's do some exercises here. Here. Can you see that? Complete the sentences. Use the correct form of the verb in parentheses. So let's try to maximize a little bit. Can you see that now? Yes? Good. So look at the first one. Oh, it disappeared. Let me open it up again. Okay, can you see that? Yes?
Yes.
Good. So let's see the first one here. Look, I burned my fingers while I was lighting the campfire. So here we have the short action and the long action. Okay. Now,
Teacher,
yes,
esse barulhinho que tá fazendo é de arara? É que tá fazendo tipo
yes,
um barulho de passarinho.
yes, that's true. Yes, there are lots of birds here, but
Ah,
they are not in my house. They are outside. They are just,
ah.
yeah. They always stay around here in the afternoon. They come in a big group of green birds. They're so cute. And then they start flying around the building and they stay on some trees that we have here near the building. And they stay there playing, talking. That's why they are so noisy at this time because they are all talking. Then suddenly they start flying all together. And it's really beautiful because they're all green. They're all green. It's beautiful.
Yeah, teacher. O nome deles são. Esqueci. Eu esqueci que é
I
um
don't
nome.
know.
Eles. É muito popular, eu conheço esse barulhinho. É um monte, né? Junto.
Yeah, yeah,
E,
they all fly
então,
together. It's really beautiful. Yeah.
yeah.
And they are not regular birds. No,
Eu acho que é periquito.
they're like parrots. In English, we say papagayo, parrots. but they are not as big as parrots. They are smaller, but they are just like parrots. They are very similar to parrots because they are all green. Sometimes they have a little color here. But they're beautiful. They're all really beautiful. And
Ô,
they stay
teacher,
here. Yes, Pedro.
como é que o papagaio faz pra repetir a mesma voz? Tipo assim, ele consegue repetir o que a gente fala. Como?
Yeah, I don't know. Isn't it incredible? He is really intelligent. Parrots are very intelligent. They are really intelligent, but I don't know how. I think they have this talent. They have this skill. They can record the sound of a person's voice and they can reproduce really similar to the owner of the voice, and it's really amazing how they can do that. So but that's true. Okay, guys, so yes, I'm surrounded by green birds. Okay, let's see there. The first one, we have the short action and the long action, right? Now let's see number two. Let's first of all decide which one is the long action, which one is the short action. So let's see here. While he run back home, we have to put this verb here in the correct form. A dog. So bite, people, is the same as morder in Portuguese, okay? So when a dog bites you, usually you get seriously hurt. A dog can really hurt you, okay? So here, which action is long? Which action is short? Run back home or a dog biting you? Which one happens fast? A dog bite or running back home? Do you understand the meaning of dog bite?
No.
No?
Mordida?
Yes, yes, that's it, Pedro. That's it. So, what is the short action here in number two? A dog bite or run back home?
Hmm. Run back home.
Okay, let me show you here on the board. Okay, can you see the board? Yes, good. So let's write on the board. We have here, run back home, okay? And then I'm going to draw an arrow here. Okay. Can you see that? Yes? Good. So when you run back home, you start here and then you go, and then here, usually you have your home, right? So let's suppose here you have your final destination. Oh my God, what's going on? Let me try to draw another one. I'm going to just put a box here, okay? Just to say that this is the same as home, okay? I'm just not able to. Let me select here. Okay, so suppose, guys, this box here represents home, okay? I'm going to write here. All right, okay? The second action, A dog bite. Actually, a dog bites because it's the third person singular. So is it the same time to to be beaten by a dog? Do you think it's that long? Usually a dog bite is something fast. Usually, right? Okay. So it's usually like this. Suppose you suffer an attack and then you stay with the dog a few seconds, right? The dog biting you in many different places. So which action here, guys, is longer? Run back home or a dog biting? Which action is longer? This one here or this one here? Oh, I can see you like listening to the birds, right? Uh-huh. You love the birds. Okay, I totally understand. I love the birds too. But I need to see if you understand which action here is longer. Which one is the long action? Which one is the short action? So let's put here, I'm going to write long action, and I'm going to write here short action. Okay, guys, I know it's all right past time. I just want to make this clear before we go, okay? So we have two actions here, right? Action 1 and action 2. Which action is long? Which action is short? Look at the size of the arrow. Come on, Pedro, you know this. Pedro, Julia, Annalise.
Home.
Number
Run
No,
back.
what?
action é run back é long action.
Ah, okay. So this action here is the longest one, right? Okay. As you can see, guys, look, it takes a long time to run back home. Even if you run fast, it takes some time, okay?
É porque bugou minha mente, teacher.
Okay, no problem. So this is the long action. And which one is the short action?
Bite.
Yes, the dog bites. So action number 2 is short. Why short? Guys, do you know the meaning of long and short? Yes or no? Because probably that's the problem. You don't know the difference between long and short.
Long e short é curto e longe, né?
Okay, let me show you here. This is a long line, okay? So we understand that this one here is long, okay? For example, if we mark here, this is very important, guys. If we mark the time here, suppose this was in 1989, the year 1989, and now is 2021. Look at this. Wow. Okay.
Teacher, você já fez o print? Porque a minha internet foi pro 4G agora.
Okay, I'm going to do it. I just want to show the difference between long and short. So this time here, is this time long or short? It's long. It's a long time from 1989 to 2000 or to 2021. That's a long time. Now, if I put here another one, just wait a minute, Julian. Here, look. Now I'm going to put 2021, okay? And here I'm going to put 2019. So which what's the length? What's the length of this time? Is this time long? Pedro, from 2019 to
Yeah,
2021. Is it
short,
No.
short,
short time?
short.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, guys. So now you understand short time, long time. Short time, long time. So here, look, short action, long action. Short action, long action. Okay, guys. So clearing everything, I'm going to save that. Let me clear that. Just to clear everything and show you, to do the activity there on Google Classroom, let me open it up again. Just a second. Okay, to do this activity, I'm gonna actually, you have to do this for homework now, okay? I can't help you on that. You should decide which action is long, which action is short. The long action, you're going to use the past continuous. The short, you're going to use the simple past. Okay, guys, so please do the exercises here. Okay, study for your test because the test will be
Okay.
next week.
Bye bye.
All right, let me take another picture, Pedro, just a second. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, picture taken. Bye-bye, guys. Have a
Bye
nice
bye, teacher.
holiday.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye,
Nice
Lanis.
weekend. Have a nice
Bye-bye,
holiday.
teacher.
Bye-bye, guys. See you.
Bye bye.
Bye,